I don't want to do the Rikers story, but have y'all seen the pictures that came out of Rikers?
So yeah, we don't have to do the Riker story because I want
we got to show
bring
those.
back. Oh, I want to bring back Olay on the show because she's particularly covering it. You know, friend to the show, Olay, who's lives in New York and who actually has clients who are in Rikers, who's covering the story. And you know, it's interesting when we see these pictures, and if we have the picture, can we bring it up? But if we when we see these pictures and we see, as we discuss on the show, the conditions that are unlivable, right? These are unlivable conditions. This right here is what it looks like at Rikers. And this is the intake, guys. These are people mixed with all these other, this is where they're sleeping. This is what they're doing. And people are sleeping sitting up. People are sleeping on the floor. There's nowhere for them to actually be. But they are, let me tell you guys, oh, wow. Thank God that you mentioned that, Ben, because I had posted that in my story. And somebody, I ain't gonna say no name, but one of these little beady head men that be trying to holler at me all the time,
call him out.
Commented on the photo and said,
now I gotta go see who commented.
I said, this is unacceptable. He commented on the photo. No, this is in my stories. He commented on the photo and he said, maybe they should stop doing crime.
Man, who is this clown? And why has he even got access to you like that?
Because, you know, my page is not private. But so then, you know, when I saw that, when I seen that, I said, okay, wow. So I had to get him together and I listed why it is. And I'm like, you know, I gave him the facts, and then I told him how absurd he is by saying that, because, you know, it's almost like we as a people, when we're doing good and when we're not in these when we're not in these conditions, nobody's affected. We don't see those people as people either. We could be black or white. We won't see those people as people either. If you didn't go to court, if you missed your date as a jury or whatever, a juror, why would, I'm pretty sure that there are people in there for simple things like that, for also simple things like smoking weed on the corner, right? But for also little things like that who are in there. Now, why would they be packing out these jails? Because they think it's more important to put people in jail for petty ass stuff like this. 1, 2, the jail. This is not new to Rikers Island. This is true to Rikers Island. This is years. I told you when we were covering this not too long ago, I was reading an article from the beginning of the pandemic that still rang true on the day that I was reading it. We're talking over a year later. And this is why, and of the conditions of the jail, people are still going on strike, but they've been going on strike since last year. Since last year, over the conditions, people who work there. Okay. Now you see they're sleeping on the floor. They're also having to work and run this jail. They're also having to do that over there. The inmates.
Oh, that's right. This is the same system that they had to run the jail.
So when
these guys aren't even convicted. These guys still have their street clothes.
Just about to say they're not even convicted yet, and they're just in there like this.
And remember,
in a holding cell.
Yes, and remember, because of the environment in there and because of the strikes, they're not even able to contact their lawyers, their representatives. So they're in there for longer. Some of them.
They're just throwing these kids. They're just throwing these people in here and just like shovel them in there and just like go away. But go back to the very first picture, David. If you don't mind sliding all the way back to the beginning. Y'all can't tell me that don't look like slave ship packed in.
I was just about to say the same damn thing.
And they're trying to survive. They're trying to make it to another day. They're trying.
With a mask on. Brother got a mask on. Forget this, a whole pandemic. There's nobody in that room who's safe from contracting COVID.
And he got a mask on, but he's trying so hard to rest up that he got his head by somebody's foot, y'all.